Good morning. You are listening to National Real Estate Auction Radio. I am your host, Doug Dennison. We usually broadcast from St. Augustine, Florida, but today it's something special. We are broadcasting from Orlando at the 62nd Annual International Auctioneers Conference and Show. I have with me Matt Corso, who's the Chief Operating Officer of MarkNet Alliance, who is sponsoring the show today, and J.J. Dower, who's part of MarkNet, but also... JJ, you just became the Vice President of the NAA, the National Auctioneers Association. Tell me about the conference.
Well, Doug, as you announced, this is the 62nd conference, and it's in your great state of Orlando here, Florida.
Yep.
And we're happy to be here. And, of course, I was elected Vice President yesterday, so I will actually become the official president next year in Spokane, Washington. And, of course, I've been on your show before with MarkNet, and we enjoyed listening to your show, and you provide a great platform and a lot of great information. So it's an honor to be here with you today live.
Well, thank you very much. And, Matt, you're the CEO of MarkNet Alliance, Matt Corso, Chief Operating Officer. Tell us a little bit about MarkNet, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, Doug. It's great for you to have us on the show and for you to be here broadcasting from the National Auctioneers Association Conference and Show. MarkNet Alliance is a national network of auction companies who have joined together to do better business, provide more resources for their clients, to give them a global presence with local market knowledge. So we work very hard for our members to be able to provide their clients with everything they could possibly need, from reporting to technology to the best business practices that we can come up with as a national group of auctioneers.
Very good. Of course, JJ, you're a part of MarkNet Alliance. Tell us what your company is, where it is, and why did you join MarkNet Alliance?
Well, Doug, of course, I was one of the original founders. MarkNet started by just 3 or 4 of us guys getting together and talking about better business practices. My company is actually Ayers Auction and Real Estate in La Follette, Tennessee, and we've been in business since 1957, so obviously we had survived a lot of things, but we could see the world turning, so to speak, and we knew technology was going to become a big driving force in the auction industry. So that's where the friendships evolved into MarkNet, and all our MarkNet companies are all friends of ours in the auction community. All MarkNet guys have been to CAI, the Certified Auctioneers Institute, and that's kind of where our recruitment comes from. And this conference and show is a recruiting boost for us for new MarkNet members in parts of the world that we're not currently serving. And it's just an opportunity to fellowship with 700-800 auctioneers here in 1 week. And as you can see by the trade show, there's a lot of opportunity to see other things going on in the industry. So this is kind of the place where it all happens for this week every year.
I'm trying to see throughout the ballroom here. It looks like there's 80, 90 different booths and vendors and businesses that do business with auctioneers. And you said, what, 700-800 auction firms are here?
Yes, the auction number will always total about 700 to 800. Of course, the National Auctioneers Association has 4,000 members, but typically at conference and show you'll have 700 to 800. And today, the reason why you don't see as many people walking around here as usual, our big deal is today. It's the IAC competition. That's the International Auctioneers Contest.
Okay.
And the best of the best are down there competing right now in the ballroom to be the next IAC champion of both men and women and our juniors champ. So it's an all-day-long event, and the guys who do this for a living and are good at it are down there right now, and that competition's intense. And so it'll be well worth your trip to go down there today to see some entertainment.
Well, excellent. I know that you've got to go because you've got a board meeting, and I appreciate dragging you in here and spending some time with us. Again, congratulations on your new position, and look forward to working with you down the road. And again, what is your name of your real estate auction company?
All right, Doug, thanks. The name of our company is Ayers Auction and Real Estate, and that's www.ayersauctionrealty.com, and you're right. I've got to get to my first official board meeting. And, Doug, it's good to see you again, and I appreciate the opportunity and keep up the good work with your show.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Again, we are at the 62nd Annual International Auctioneers Conference and Show. We are with Matt Corso. He is the COO of MarkNet Alliance. And again, you talked a little bit about MarkNet Alliance, but what is the difference? Why are people and firms joining you?
Sure. One of the reasons that firms are joining MarkNet Alliance has to do with the technology that we are offering. We offer technology from what we call traditional online bidding to multi-parcel online bidding, which would be the only system in the country capable of allowing people to bid in combination from interactive maps or lot selectors or anything like that. And so technology is a very big reason that companies join our firm. The other reason that they join our firm is because we offer a national presence, as opposed to somebody just being in their local marketplace. They now have a national presence to compete with really anybody across the country and offer the resources of any major real estate auction firm anywhere in the country at this point.
Well, great. We've just been joined by Lance Walker. Lance, thank you so much for being on the show. You've been on my show before, and I thank you for that. Tell us where you're from and what's your auction company.
Memphis, Tennessee. We're Walker Auctions, and we conduct real estate personal property auctions in the Memphis area.
Excellent. Now, you come here. Is this your first show, or have you been to the NAA shows a few times?
Since 1980. I've only missed a couple, so I've been to quite a few of them. I've also served on the board of directors here and been very involved in the National Auctioneers Association.
Oh, excellent. What this year, anything special happening? Why do you come to these annual meetings?
To make money.
I hear you. I hear you.
You know, that's the answer I give people. It's just profitable. You come up here, you learn the latest things that are going on around the country. You mix with auctioneers that are very successful. We're a very sharing bunch, and it's a very profitable thing to come to.
Now, do other auctioneers sometimes utilize your services?
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Yeah, refer.
How does that work?
Well, we just refer. You know, that's another thing about coming here. You hear. You meet other auctioneers in other parts of the country, and, you know, I may have a client in Memphis that has, the fact is, it just happened 2 weeks ago, had a property in Ohio, and that's too far for me to go. And so looked at the area, saw an auctioneer that I had contacts here with the National Auctioneer Association and through CAI, called him up and picked up the phone, made the referral. He contacts the client in Memphis. He copies me on the email, so I know that client's getting served, and it works great. When the auction's over, he'll send me a check.
Well, so actually, not only are you learning things, you're actually kind of picking up business.
That's exactly right. We're picking up business. We come here. I like Matt Corso. He's a neat guy, but I enjoy the camaraderie with other people. But it's very profitable. I mean, the more successful auctioneers you meet, the more business there is for both of us so that we can share, because we can't be everywhere at the same time.
And you are with MarkNet Alliance.
I am.
Can you tell me the reason why you joined?
To make money.
Again, to make money. Okay. Anything special that drew you besides, of course, Matt is a great salesman.
Matt is a great salesman, but I actually have to give that credit to J.J. Dower. J.J. is one of the founding members, and I met J.J. through the NAA. You know, his dad is Hack Ayers, and met him at a conference here at NAA. We developed a friendship. He told me what he was doing and started MarkNet, and it was a matter of trust. I said, J.J., I don't know if you're involved in it. It's got to be good. But I saw this thing of where we're taking this thing of networking, and we've refined it to where now it's a closer niche group. Plus companies that are saying, hey, we know each other, we trust each other, and we're going to help each other out in making our businesses better. So that was the reason I joined. And then this online auction portal that MarkNet has, which is the best in the country, that has really been an added benefit that I didn't expect to happen. I was one of those that joined that said, online auctions are for other people. I'm not going to do it. And then I got changed, by the people like Matt who was involved in it, explained to me how it worked, how it could benefit me. We tried it one time, and we haven't looked back.
Well, that's wonderful. Matt, how many members do you have? How many states are involved? Tell us a little bit more.
Sure. We currently have 42 companies who are MarkNet Alliance members. They are doing business licensed in 40 states. That's growing all the time. And so they're reaching out every day to an investor pool of about 270,000 bidders. These are not just simply people that they're marketing to, but these are bidders who take part in auctions every day.
Have registered.
They've registered.
Bought before.
Bought before from our companies, and these are people who are looking through our network to try and find auctions. They want to invest in real estate. Obviously, there's also personal property. And we have about 420,000 unique people look at our websites every 30 days.
Wow.
Looking for properties to buy. There's a huge amount of bidder referral that goes through our network, because if they are a client of Lance Walker and they view another auction company's property on Lance's site, there's a trust factor there that says, I work with Lance on a regular basis.
All right.
It's okay for me to buy from this other company because he's, in a sense, put his endorsement on this property. And so it's real important who we have in our network.
So how do you qualify somebody that could join your group?
Yeah, all of our companies go through an application process. So they start out by filling out a full application, which goes before a 9-member board from our group. And then they take business references, personal references, and then we also talk to auction companies in their state to make sure that they do business in the right way and somebody that we would want to be affiliated with. One of the most important things that we could do is qualify our companies before they join our group.
Oh, excellent. Now, I'm going to say that one of the reasons, and of course JJ has already said it, is the technology portion that MarkNet brings to the table. Mm-hmm. And as a entrepreneur, as auctioneers are, I mean, they can't be everywhere. They can't be reading everything. They depend on people who know their business to help them grow. And it seems like technology is really one of your big assets.
Well, technology is certainly a large asset that we offer to our companies. And the unique thing about what we do is it's not just the staff at MarkNet who are coming up with the ideas for the technology. This technology is coming back from our membership when they say, this is what our client needs. Can you develop it? And we take it from there and say, yeah, we're going to put this in place because it's going to help all of our company's clients. And so we take back from, this is built from the ground up, and we're listening to the clients, and we're taking what our auction companies have to say, and then we're putting that into practice.
Now, one of the questions I asked you earlier that I said I might be asking you is, what is the greatest opportunity for auctioneers, auction profession in the next 12 months? I mean, everybody has an opinion. I'm going to ask Lance in just a second, but what do you think it is, the next 12 months, where can auctioneers go to really better themselves and to make more money? As JJ said, that's why we're here, and that's why Lance is here.
Right. The big opportunity that I see going on right now, obviously there's a lot of business coming from different institutions, from banks. I see that on a regional level that auction companies should be trying to help the banks and institutions at a regional level, both with real estate but also with business liquidations. And the personal property that they're coming into contact that may be in a commercial building that they don't know what to do with, or need somebody to help bring it out, store it, and liquidate that, the personal property, and then also help with the real estate alongside of that. The great thing about being in the auction industry is we truly can offer services that make us a one-stop shop. You can get all your needs taken care of by an auctioneer with the resources that they have available to liquidate really any type of property, whether it be real property or personal property, through our auction method and our marketing methods.
And the NAA is a group just like MarkNet who is raising the flag for auctioneers across the country.
Absolutely. The NAA is doing a fantastic job of raising awareness of what auction companies can do and what kind of services that they can provide in any arena. It's such a vast industry, and the NAA does a great job of taking to task that they represent all auctioneers across the country.
All right, Lance, we'll go to you for the same question. What do you think is the biggest opportunity for auctioneers in the auction profession in the next 12 months?
I think online personal property auctions. Again, I kind of went into that. I had to be drug into it.
Yep.
And once I
kicking and screaming.
Yes. Yeah, because it goes against my grain.
I hear you.
My wife was international big calling champ. That's what we do. We run our mouths, And when you're online, you don't do that. But what we found is that our clients like it. We have never done an online auction that when we got through, the client wasn't just very pleased. They were skeptical as well, but they liked the way it worked. And to me, that's we had almost quit doing personal property auctions,
right?
And that has got us back in the business because it can be done economically, and it can, in many cases, can be very, very successful in liquidating a house full of furniture or a business that needs its inventory liquidated.
Well, when you have hundreds of items, I'm going to say, if everybody has to come to one place, it's costly to set up. It's costly to run it through, and it's kind of costly to the vocal cords too, because you're on there for a while.
In my situation, where you're in Memphis, it's harder to do the good old-fashioned everybody come personal property auction. There's no room. There's no parking. It's invasive to some neighborhoods. So really, that's not an option. That's why the so-called estate sales, where they come in tag sales. They're very popular in Memphis because it's less invasive. And this, to me, is the better answer for that. This is the least invasive to the neighborhood, to the homeowner, and the prices are as good as you can get.
Well, very, very good. I'm going to ask you one more time, how did you get into the auction profession?
I got into it by marriage.
By marriage.
My father-in-law became an auctioneer. We were in the Boot Hill, Missouri, living there then, and I thought he had gone nuts. I was a school teacher, and school teachers don't make much money, so he needed help on his weekend auctions, and I started holding up the pots and pans, and then when the auction was over that day, I looked at what he made, and I said, I need to rethink this thing.
Yep.
So Terry, my wife, and I, we started helping more and more. We went to auction school, and we got it, stayed there for a while, but realized that we were better off if we moved to a larger locale, which is only an hour and a half from where we live. So we moved to Memphis and grew our business there.
Very good. Now, in the whole scope of things as far as auctions, what's your favorite? I mean, is it talking to the people? Is it the sale and making money, obviously? But what's the most fun?
The most fun is the challenge to get them to bid one more time. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy that challenge of, okay, they're looking at me, I know they want it, what can I say or what can I do in my body language that will make them bid one more time? Because really I'm helping them out.
Yes.
People, they want to bid, but for some reason they have this reservation. And it's rare for somebody to come up to you after the auction and say, oh, I wish I hadn't bought that. What they do come up and say, I'm glad I bid that other time because I really wanted that item.
What's it? The chant is, one more time, sir. One more time, sir.
That's right. Yeah, just one more time. Do you still want it? That's my favorite line. Do you still want it? And, they still do. And so a lot of times they'll shake that head yes one more time.
And I know that we've had, you've been on the show before, but tell us again where your firm is and where it's located.
We're in Memphis, Tennessee. Actually, my office is in Germantown, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Memphis. And, again, we do estate auctions and real estate auctions. And we're also very involved in the benefit auction business, which Martin has really helped us in that as well. And we work a lot with estates, people who we're kind of different from maybe some auction companies. We work with banks some, but not a lot. We work a lot with people who are going through a life transition. They're moving to a nursing home. They're retiring, and they have an estate to settle. And that's our favorite auction. We like to do that.
Well, we've got about 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to break. As a member of MarkNet Alliance, you see that if you go on MarkNet Alliance website, there's like 500 auctions going on right now.
Actually, had 1,000 at one time.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
It goes up and down every day. And how does that help you as a firm? Because it looks like the website is becoming a force for people to look. What was the number again, Matt?
420,000 unique visitors every 30 days.
Wow. I mean, that's got to help you in the Memphis area.
It has to, and we do. We get registered buyers from other MarkNet members, that are out of the area because they've been on the MarkNet site. And of course, you just put in, if you're looking for a piece of certain type of collectible item or even a car or whatever, then it'll come up on the site, and it may not be on my site, it might be on somebody else's site. So this sharing of information, people come to that website, it helps in Memphis and helps out every MarkNet member across the country.
Well, it's obvious. I look at this big booth here. I see people coming up. Matt, what's their first question? What are you getting from them? Probably like, how can you help me?
The first question is how are you going to help me make more money?
There you go.
Is almost always the first question. But really what we like to look at is what's their biggest challenge? What is the challenge that you face in your business every day? What is it that you can't seem to get past? And then we go from there on how can we help you? Is that through technology? Is that through resources of the other members? Is that through us coming and spending time working on putting a deal together with you, marketing, whatever the case may be? We're here to help them. And so we look at the challenges that they face and then kind of structure it from there as to what we can do to help grow their business.
Well, we're going to go to break here in a second, and again, we're in Orlando, not in the studio, so if we get cut off, my apologies, but Pete back at the studio is going to take care of us. And again, we are live from Orlando, the 62nd Annual International Auctioneers Conference and Show, and this is National Auctioneers Association, a great group and a great opportunity to learn and, as Lance just said, make money. We'll go for a break. All right, we are back. You are listening to National Real Estate Auction Radio. I'm your host, Doug Dennison. We usually broadcast from St. Augustine, Florida, each week, Friday. And again, we're broadcasting Friday at 10 to 11 o'clock, but we are in Orlando at the 62nd Annual International Auctioneers Conference and Show. And we have we've got Matt Corso, who is the MarkNet Alliance COO, and we're in the booth. They are sponsoring this show. It's a great big booth. There's a lot of people coming by, but we have a new person in our new studio, our makeshift studio. It's Carl Montgomery. Carl, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what's your auction firm, all that kind of good stuff.
I'm Carl Montgomery. Our firm is Comus Montgomery Realty and Auction Company. My father started the business in 1973. We're located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is about 30 miles southeast of Nashville. We sell all kinds of assets from real estate to commercial buildings to land, farms, personal property. we've sold about everything.
And you are with MarkNet Alliance, is that correct?
That is correct. I'm one of the MarkNet members in the Tennessee region.
Okay. And tell me why you joined.
I joined because we saw it as an opportunity to grow our business, and it has been very, very beneficial to us. It has proven to be a catalyst for our business, and we have our business has expanded drastically. I've been able to do auctions out of state now through our members. I'm fixing to do one in Oklahoma. I just did one in Kentucky through our membership, and it was business that I would have never been able to do before. And so I'm excited about that. It has just really, really opened up a new frontier for our business, for sure.
Now, do you do some internet bidding or just straight with a microphone? And
we do both. Online auctions have become a big part of our business. I would probably estimate it is probably 60 to 70% of our business is online now. So it has been tremendous. It has taken us from maybe 100 auctions a year trying to do 100 on-site to over 400 last year with the online and on-site capabilities that we have now.
Well, Matt was just telling me that he's got 420,000 unique visitors each month that go onto your website. Is that correct?
That's correct. We have 420,000 unique visitors who are visiting the MarkNet auctions every 30 days. And with some features that we put into place for our members to be able to use, we have also been able to forward those out, and so they're getting up to about 7,750,000 people who scan those sites away from our website every 30 days. So they have a huge reach just in web presence alone. And then geographically, we're located all over the country with 42 offices. So there's really not an asset that our members can't take care of. So if somebody speaks to Carl and he's in Tennessee but he needs to sell a property in California, he has the ability to do that and manage the deal for his client, partnered with another one of our members.
Well, someone told me that you've got almost 500 auctions going on right now if you go onto your website, and I should ask you, what is your website?
Our website is www.marknetalliance.com.
And there's 400, 500 auctions going on right now?
Right now, you can see about 500 auctions that are currently being conducted. That number is always changing, so it can be 500 to 1,000 auctions at any time that you can come and look at, and you can see a wide variety of auctions. One of our members referred to it as an auction mall one time, and
that's a good name. I like that.
That truly speaks to what we're doing. But it's a fantastic resource, and you can also go to any of our members' websites, like Carl's, and see all the auctions right from his site.
Well, that's a good segue. What is your website, Carl?
www.comusmontgomery.com, and that has also been a great benefit to us through MarkNet. Is all the auction traffic that people see on other sites. They also see our auctions, even if they're looking at one of our member auction companies in whatever state it might be, Illinois. They will see my auctions here in Tennessee too. So we've gained a tremendous amount of traffic out of state on our auctions.
Well, they say success breeds success, and so if you're doing auctions and you're part of a team that does auctions, I think that's all for the better. And if you got 420,000 different people logging on to MarkNet Alliance website each month, that's got to help you individually.
Oh, most definitely. Yes, that's for sure. We're able to watch where our bidders are coming from, and we are amazed at all the out-of-state activity that we do get on our website.
Well, it sounds like it's getting busier here in the ballroom and the booths, and I'm going to estimate we've got 80, 90 booths that are here to work with auctioneers, and there's 700, 800 auction firms here. Why do you come to the NAA annual conference?
There's a tremendous amount of knowledge here. I love being able to just sit down actually in the lobbies. The classrooms are wonderful resource of knowledge, but just sitting out in the lobby talking to some of the guys one-on-one and seeing what they're doing, I pick up so many ideas. Every time I come, I get a new idea that I take home and implement, and it makes money.
Well, at the break, you said something about might be doing something with a fellow auctioneer that you would have never gotten if you hadn't come here.
That's right. We'll be selling, it's a 40-plus lot subdivision on a golf course in Oklahoma.
Wow.
And so we just landed that deal, and it was with one of my local banks that owned the property in Oklahoma. I was able to pick up the phone and call Greg Pickens, one of our members. We put the deal together, and the contracts have been signed, and we're fixing to start the auction process.
Well, that's a great way. I know it's all about learning, but if you can pick up business on the way, I mean, that's a wonderful thing. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Carl. And again, you've been on my show before, and I thank you. Continue the success. And meet some more people and make some more money here at the National Auctioneers Conference.
I appreciate you having me on, Doug.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Again, we are at the 62nd Annual International Auctioneers Conference and Show. It is put on by the National Auctioneers Association, the NAA, as I'll call it. And we're going to have a few more guests here. We've got Matt Corso. Who is the COO of MarkNet Alliance. We are in the booth of MarkNet Alliance, right in the ballroom floor, and again, 80 different booths and contractors, vendors, showing their wares to all these auctioneers. And we've just joined by another auctioneer, Tommy Rowell. Mr. Rowell, it's wonderful to have you on the show.
Good morning, Doug. It's a pleasure to be here on the floor of the International Auctioneers Show right here in Orlando.
Well, it is Orlando, and it's wonderful. 700, 800 people. You are with MarkNet, Tommy, and tell me why you got involved in MarkNet. Why did you think it was a good idea, and why do you continue?
MarkNet's software package has enabled our company to grow and conduct sales that we would not have been able to do on our own through the alliance of auctioneers across the country. Anytime we have properties outside of our trade areas and licensed areas, we simply call the MarkNet member in that area, and we can manage that sale right from our desktop, keeping up with all the tasks that will be done to make certain that we're providing the level of service for our clients that we promised. So that's one of the huge advantages of being a member of the MarkNet Alliance.
Tell me about your company, Tom.
Well, our company is a national-based company with offices in New Jersey, California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. And we sell primarily real estate. And our company we're 75 years old, and our company has evolved over the years. First 40 years, we were real estate brokers. The last 35 years, we have focused on auction marketing for real estate and some personalty. And here the last 5 years, our company has evolved to the point that we're selling a majority of our real estate sales today, the most efficient and effective way, online. And it enables our clients to expose their properties to the entire world. And we typically will have bidders from across the country bidding on properties.
Well, it's amazing to actually see an auction in process and on the internet and find out, holy crow, that person is bidding from Argentina. that person is bidding from France. You would. It's hard to believe the internet has changed this world for sure.
Technology is changing at an exponential rate. What we were doing 5 years ago is not nearly as relevant as what we'll be doing today. And in the next 3 years, Doug, it's even going to change more and at a much faster pace. It's
hard to keep up, and been talking with Matt Corso, and he's saying this is one of the reasons why new firms are joining MarkNet Alliance, because it's hard to be it's hard to do everything. It's hard to be an expert in everything. And technology, Matt, is where your company has really grown and offered a whole bunch for new firms. Tell us a little bit about the technology. Tell us about the internet system and the bidding system.
Sure. Well, definitely technology is something that is extremely hard to keep up with and growing at such a rapid pace every day. And so it's a big focus of our company through what we call traditional bidding platforms and multi-parcel online bidding platforms that allow people to bid on the portfolio in the way that they want to bid on it. They can package properties together in any way that they want. We call it the ultimate choice because it gives our buyers the freedom to put together their own package in any way that they see fit. And so we provide our sellers the latest reporting tools all in real time so they can log in and see what they need to know about their properties and their portfolios that they're selling to make the most informed decision possible that they possibly could. And we really gain the knowledge on how to put these technologies into place from our member companies. They tell us, here's what our clients need, and we take that back and then we use that information to benefit all of our companies and their clients.
Well, Doug, when you've got a brain trust of 40 companies, and we all have our various talents.
Yep.
And when we bring all those together, then Matt and his team really put together cutting-edge technology that produces fabulous results.
Well, Matt, what was your investor database again? How many do you have?
We have about 270,000 right now in the investor database that are being marketed to about the properties. And again, these are not just people from a purchase list or something like that. These are people who are actively participating in auctions across the country and who are looking to buy all different kinds of property.
And have registered to bid.
These are people who have registered to bid online. These are people who have attended live auctions. These truly are buyers.
Wow. And again, tell us how many unique visitors visit the MarkNet website again.
We're getting in our network about 420,000 unique visitors every 30 days.
And how many auctions do you have going on right now?
Currently have about 500 auctions that are being conducted today.
Well, this is why your company is growing. That's why Mr. Rao likes being part of MarkNet Alliance, because if 420,000 people are going to your website and you got 500 auctions, you've become a go-to website. So perfect timing. What is your website?
You can find us at NetAlliance.com.
Well, the reason we do this show is to provide an educational experience for listeners in a promotional format for auctions across the country. What a perfect time to do that right here at the NAA show, the National Auctioneers Association, the International Auctioneers Conference and Show. Right now, Tommy, they're doing a championship bid calling event. Is that correct?
Yes, the National Auctioneers Association hosts the International Auctioneers Championship, and it's going on right now. The first round will be running this morning. They'll take the top I believe, 25 auctioneers, and they'll go through interviews and then move later this afternoon, this evening, into the finalists, the top 10 finalists. So it's a lot of fun. You get to see the best auctioneers in the country exhibiting their chance.
Well, tell us what your website is, because I know you have a lot of auctions coming up.
Yes, we do, Doug. Thank you. In fact, we've got collector cars that are running right now from completely restored 1969 Boss 429 Mustang to a 1969 Z28 Camaro, fully restored, very nice vehicles. We also have 42 homes that are online, as well as many other properties. And that's Rowell Auctions, and that would be www.rowell, R-O-W-E-L-L, auctions, AUCTIONS.com. We'd love to have you go on the site, take a look at those properties, and make a bid, make a good investment.
So you've got 42 homes that are on the auction block right now on the Internet, is that correct?
Yes, we do.
And where are they?
Those homes are in Columbus, Georgia, and they are investment homes that are producing cash flow currently. And you can the way this being offered on the Ultimate Choice bid system, which simply means that you could bid on one home, or if you wanted 10 homes, you could package 10 homes, or if you wanted all 42 homes, you could package all 42. And the system will allow you, even after they've been grouped in 42 homes, you can break them back out into individual homes. So we can literally sell them any manner that the bidder would like to buy.
Well, very good. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for sponsoring the show along with MarkNet Alliance. You've done a great service for the public. Again, our listeners are investors, they're buyers, they're real estate agents, and again, thank you for being on the show, sir.
Doug, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be with you and to be a sponsor of your radio show.
Well, thank you. Again, we are in Orlando live. We're at the 62nd Annual International Auctioneers Conference and Show. It is at the Caribe Royale Hotel and Convention Center. We're at the MarkNet Alliance booth. It's a great big booth. A lot of people coming by here, people who want to join MarkNet, and we have a new guest, Kurt. Hey, thank you so much for being on the show.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us exactly what you do. How are you involved with MarkNet Alliance?
My company, Almond Auctions, was one of the founding companies of MarkNet, and actually we were one of the actual founders of the alliance, and developed a lot of the software. My auction company was kind of the guinea pig on a lot of the early concepts that are used in MarkNet today, and we've just been real successful with it. It's been a great thing for our company individually.
Well, wonderful. Tell us where your location is. We're for the auction firm.
I'm actually located in Illinois, about an hour south of Springfield, in a small town called Nokomis.
Why are firms coming to this booth and very excited about the possibilities of joining? They want to find out how, of course, they can make more money, and you guys are answering those questions. Well, why are they coming to see you?
You know, MarkNet offers some opportunities that are just not offered anywhere else. Besides our tangible products like enterprise software, which is something similar to a Siebel or an Oracle, we've got a piece of software that they can manage their business with that can improve efficiency, that can standardize procedure, much like large corporations all over the world are using, and only this is suited specifically to the auction business. And it's integrated with so many tools that they can use in their business, online software and reporting capabilities, and it's kind of a one-stop shop. They could go to 10 other booths at this trade show and have to gather each product from each booth to try to put together, and we've got one integrated solution. That's the tangible benefits that you can set on a table and touch and feel. The intangibles are, we've got a group of 45 companies that are really the industry leaders. I mean, we are the 20 of the 80-20 rule, and we cross promote through our different companies, and it's a best practices group, and we're really the only national distribution network for a large client. Now a large client, a large bank that has a portfolio of properties that are all over the United States, they can go to one place, one company, and they've got a distribution network and representatives spread out all over the country.
Well, 420,000 unique visitors a month on your website is amazing. I mean, that's just very, very good. It's a go-to site for somebody who's looking for an auction, and you should be proud of that relationship. Where do you see the future going? Is there going to be more internet bidding auctions in your estimation?
It's inevitable. It's I just got finished teaching a seminar, and we a lot of the time was talked about online-only auctions, and there's still a little pushback from some auctioneers.
Sure.
And, my response to them was, it's like fighting the tide. It's not anything that the industry is pushing for the change. The change is coming from the consumer. That's how the consumer wants to buy now, and to fight it is futile.
What are the benefits of an internet auction for a buyer?
Well, that buyer never has to leave home. They can bid anytime, anywhere, in their environment, under their circumstances, at the time that they want to do it. And everybody's got busy lives today, and the internet has made it very easy to find product, to find items. And the simple fact of the matter is that sometimes a consumer's time is more valuable to them than the product that you're trying to sell them. And so you have to deliver that to them and give them a way to bid and buy that product that suits their schedule and fits their time frame.
Well, it's always nice to be at home in your shorts and flip-flops and be bidding, compared to taking a 2-hour ride and staying in a hotel and that.
I just told them in that seminar, I said, you're allowing them to bid from their beanbag chair.
That's very true. Do you see benefits for the sellers? There's a lot more bank auctions. Lance Walker just told us that his sellers love it. Why is that so in your?
Actually, the second part of my answer in that seminar was the auctioneer and the seller both get to sit in their beanbag chairs, watching the auction go off.
There you go.
I just did an auction on the Canadian border, and that particular seller, it was a large antique tractor collection. And that particular seller he had a rose garden. That was his new hobby, and it just terrified him to have a large group of people in his yard. And we did the auction online only and had fantastic results. And, here's a guy that did not even own a computer, and I've used him as references, and he has just told everybody, well, if you don't do it online only, you're not doing it right.
What is your website, Kurt?
Our website is www.auctions.com, and that's AUMANNAUCTIONS.com.
Well, very good. Hey, thanks for being on the show. And again, we've had VIPs, the top upper echelon auctioneers in the country on the show today, part of the MarkNet Alliance booth. They sponsored this today, and it's getting busier and busier as people are coming to your booth. I see people behind me. I see people on the side of me. They look like they're ready to join. Thank you so much for being on the show. Matt Corso, thank you for putting this all together, and again, thank you. This show is part of the every week Friday from 10 to 11 National Auction Radio Show, but we're here at Orlando at the 62nd Annual International Auctioneers Conference and Show, sponsored by MarkNet Alliance. We thank everybody for listening. We will be on the air again next Friday. You can see this show on MarkNetAlliance.com and also RowAuctions.com and YouTube.com. Thank you again for listening. And again, we're live remote from Orlando. We will see you next week. Thank you.